Everyone, thanks for joining me on my life on the hill. My name is Tracy. Please do not forget to subscribe. So today I'm making 3 things with ground beef. I'm making this egg ground beef stuff for breakfast, these ground beef taco casserole, and also a stuffed biscuit with ground beef. And so I basically already have seasoned my ground beef with the salt, black pepper, whatever you add into your ground beef or your meats, and I'm cooking it right now. I'll be adding spinach, flour, and milk. So I am not giving you measurements, guys, because it's just according to what you have in your supplies. So while that's cooking, I will be mixing my sister from the Bear Pantry Show, her recipe for Johnny cake dough, which I also have a video on that also. I'll be preparing that, mixing that together. And so I'm done with the dough. So now my ground beef is finished. I'll be adding the flour and milk, and everything is just so you're not too much. Like I said, I'm not giving ingredients because it depends on how much ground beef you have. I had like a 5 pound, I think, I forget. I had a lot, so I still have leftovers to freeze, but I took some out to do all this. So I'm just mixing this together and cook it on simmer for a little bit more. Then I'll be adding my spinach, covering it, and let it simmer so the spinach can cook inside. So when it's finished, I will add my turmeric and moringa. I love this, guys. You need to Google what that's for, and the turmeric, you need to Google what that's for. My dough is finished. I separated it because I'm leaving the Johnny cake dough for another time, but this one I kind of did a pair. So this was my plan, was to look. I wasn't gonna roll it out. I was cheating right here. I just kind of mash it. So, but if you're doing a Johnny cake, you roll it out to this size and then just like walk away. No, I'm kidding. So I ended up making it this smaller dough so that I could put the mixture with the ground beef in the middle, and then cover it with the top. It's supposed to be like a biscuit, but made with the Johnny cake dough. And biscuit dough is a lot different, you guys, than the Johnny cake dough. And I was gonna pinch the edge and cook them in my little stove top. And so I ended up getting 6 that could fit in here, and I think I ended up doing 3 more. So they're cooking, but when they came out, my kids saw it, tasted it, and decided to separate it. And so while that's cooking, I am getting the casserole ready, which is some chips that I had. These are all like easy to do things because just like, what do you have in your pantry? And I ended up using the ground beef, covering it up. I had some salsa that I made, and I ended up putting that. It was not a lot, some kind of tomato sauce you want. I did salsa. I had red kidney beans left over. I ended up using that, and that's all the cheese I had. So the cheese, you kind of wanted to cover the top, but that's all I had, and I went and baked that. So now here is my so-called stuffed biscuits, you guys. Yep, not stuffed, because my kids decided to separate them, and honestly, it was the best idea. These things were the best. They were really, 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 really good. And so it kind of, I think I ate like 3, and I'm not supposed to eat carbs. Yeah, I'm supposed to eat carbs today, but not this kind of carb. So the next treat that I'm going to do is I'm going to add 2 eggs and grated the cheese, the breakfast one, and we'll go ahead and cook those. It's the same mixture of ground beef. And so anyways, while that's cooking, my casserole is done. You could add sour cream. And my husband made guacamole for my son, and you could put that on top of all this stuff. You could put it on top, guys, but I like to eat minimal stuff. So the casserole I get is finished. Like I said, if you wanted more cheese, just cover the whole top with cheese. That's why it looks like that, because it needs more cheese, but it's okay. And the egg ground beef one is cooking in the stovetop as well. And just to show you how it should be when it comes out, because it is with eggs, so this treat is more for breakfast. And if you want, you don't have to put the flour in the ground beef, and I try not to really because I don't want too much carbs, but I already had this mixture, so I just went with the program, and this was good. My son preferred the Johnny cake dough, the biscuit ones here, and they already love the taco casserole. I mean, as basic as this one is, I'm trying to cut them to see what it looks like inside, because it does, with the cheese not covering the whole top of it, it kind of looked like, what the heck is this? But anyways, I'm trying to cut it to show you the inside, and I'm trying to videotape and hold the spatula with, like, how do I turn? Wait. Oh, there it is. So it's really good. And they take the tacos from Taco Bell, the taco sauce from Taco Bell, and they're like, oh my gosh, Mom, this is the best. So we stack up on that. So anyways, with ground beef, we have the egg with the ground beef. This were really good. The taco ground beef casserole, another really good eating. And the supposedly stuffed Johnny cake dough or biscuits, whatever you have. And they ended up separating it. So I did 3 things in one day, guys. And if they can't like the other one, they like the other one. Take care and be safe.